Chat, is that you? I don't know if you can hear me. Hold on. Oh, boo 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 boo. Chat, is that you? I don't know if you can hear me. Hold on. Oh, boo 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 boo. Okay, alright. Hi, chat. I hate this stupid thing.
The Gentlemates looking to score big. The best match of all of week 1 and 2, according to Nameless, and you can check out all of our VODs over on youtube.com/Call of Duty League. For now, though, we've got to highlight our green squads. We already talked about Vegas retooling with 2 new players. Optic also had to retool. They lost their star Pred. You bring in a super stud, though, who is waiting in challengers in Hook.
Yeah, and what's so funny is that we were like, all right, all eyes on Hook, all eyes on Hook. But as Ant touched on early, it has been the Shotzi show time and time again for Optic Texas. They came out with a really slow start, unfortunately, with that loss against the Boston Breach. But since then, Optic Texas has looked incredibly strong. And I'm excited to see Hacienda added to this team's map pool as well, because these are players who dominated during Black Ops 4.
Nameless, these are our world champions from the previous title. How are they looking in Black Ops 6, and how long before they reach their peak?
Yeah, I mean, I still think they're moving towards it. Been watching the scrims, they have been looking good. Shotzi's got like this newfound confidence. He's trash talking everybody, like he's just kind of sitting on his throne right now. So obviously you don't want the overconfidence to get to you, but with this Optic Texas team, man, they're just vibing. The search and destroy has been great. They've won 4 straight. Obviously in their first match, that was what got the best of them, but Hook has changed this roster in that game mode. And then, you know, to talk about like who's been slain, yes, it's been Shotzi, but also Dashy. Since Duke's been added, the play style's changed a bit. They're asking Bruce to get more kills.
So if I look to my left, I'm looking at my monitor. My second monitor.
Leaderboards, it hasn't really felt like that this game, but the second they've needed him to be clutch or make a big play, it's been Bruce on the case.
I can't help it. All right, we got to take a look at some of our predictions. Who are we watching as we enter the minor bracket today? And of course, we've got some new skins. Producer, I didn't hear what you said, but let's talk about our favorites, Nameless. Who are you looking at today as we kick off this minor? It's single limb.
Yeah, LAG. I just talked about Gentlemates. I can't wait to see this roster, the improvements that they've made. So many nail-biting HPs. And then I heard you mention skins as well. My favorite skin is actually the Boston Breach skin. That thing is clean. They do a good job with their skins.
Let's take a look at some of these skins, Alley Cat, because my wallet is becoming empty. I need to collect them all, but do you have a favorite? I've been wearing Miami in my rankings.
You've been wearing Miami? I personally have been wearing Cloud9. Shout out to them. They were one of the first teams to be like, look, we want to make sure you're looking good in game. Let us get you hooked up. So shout out to them for giving me a skin, and shout out to all the other teams and all the hard work that goes behind designing these. They look literally fire every year.
All right, all of our teams with brand new skins. The gun skins are sick as well. Get your camos ready, because the players will be kicking off in just a few moments. All of your matches coming your way here from minor day number 1. It's all elimination in round 1 between Rocker and Gorillas. May Heretics take on FaZe. Battle of the Green takes on Optic and Falcons at 6 o'clock, and of course 7:30. Vancouver Surge face off against Cloud9.
You think I got 04 again?
New York. I think so.
That's really rude. What do you mean you're agreeing with me?
I don't know. We're going to a break. When we come back, we got Minnesota facing off against LAG. It's going to be a fantastic day in the Call of Duty League. In fact, I'm told we can talk about it right now, Nameless. I have a feeling you see a Game 5 coming?
I do. Game 5, round 11. We're getting there once again.
Allie?
Are you a Magic 8-Ball? That was a pretty good prediction. I also see one. I also see a Game 5.
We're going to a break. We'll be back. This is CDL.
Let's go.
With fame comes off from the backside of Palace Wall, plus the delayed hit from Escriel.
Check the scoreboard, I'm running up stacks. Numbers don't lie, that's facts. Yeah.
Oh my God, Gio, my God, is his hard point.
Check the numbers, I'm running it up. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, Nero gets the double over the middle of the map. Has more. Oh, Nero, hello. How about the full team wipe from Nero?
Here we go. My pick. I don't know how the LAC. I don't know how it's 1, 2. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think so. I ain't Miami being faced. This is the matchup. Everyone wants this matchup.
Gentlemates, they are world champions. They did it with a former squad, now picked up by the French organization.
Oh, yeah.
But they're looking for their first win. A surprising start for such a strong squad.
Yeah, very surprising start, 0-4. People are expecting more of this roster and probably Gataga as well, right? But stay excited. I'm trying to keep the French fans hyped because you do have yourself a good roster. And they played the team that they're about to go up against in this minor already, went to game 5, so expect more fireworks.
Let's talk a little bit about the roster. For those who weren't watching 2 years ago, what did Kismet and crew accomplish?
We're talking about world champions. We're talking about the core 3 of this squad literally having chips on their shoulder playing alongside the others. So there was a really high expectations for this roster heading in, and then they replaced what used to be Hydra with Linz, another Frenchman who was a rookie, and he showed us a lot last year, and he showed us a lot in the first 2 weeks of this season. The issue is right now is the chemistry just isn't there for LA Gorillas, man. The team that should be exceeding at Respawn is 2-6 in hardpoint, but for the positive sides, we're talking 221, 249, just seconds and small decisions away from getting these maps in series.
Nameless, I want to ask you about Kismet, because if you listen to his interviews after they won the championship, he said, it's my job to help the team win whatever that takes. Historically, he's made superstars out of the other SMGs. You saw how he set up Hydra last year. How long before he and Linz get on the same page?
Yeah, not long. I mean, I think we saw some glimpses of Linz taking over in the last couple of series anyways. And, you know, when you really dive deep and look at their matches, right, they played Skyline and bought Hardpoint. We haven't seen some of the other maps, right? So who knows the improvements they've made there throughout. We don't know where they stand at Hacienda. And then you talk about Search and Destroy. They were 1-5. And I think a lot of it is because the playstyle in this game's a lot different. And like you said, the dynamic between him and Hydra, that's no longer his duo, right? So he's playing on an island getting picked. Him and Linz got to figure that out, and I think it gets figured out now in Search.
Priesta, I hate to call it out, but you may be on the biggest losing streak we've ever seen in a Call of Duty career. I hope you right the wrongs today. Let's take it over to the other side of this matchup, because Priesta's going to have to get through Linz's former team, Minnesota Rocker. And in fact, Priesta once played for this squad as well. So tell me about Minnesota. What's going on currently? It's a bunch of young guns.
My favorite thing about Minnesota right now is they are just continuing the legacy of this franchise where you can literally never count them out of a series. Like, it doesn't matter how much they're down. It takes Nero or Gio or even Paul having a good S&D to turn around and them to win these series. So for them, the biggest focus is consistency and doing the VOD review and being like, okay, what is it that we do well and how do we repeat that situation moving forward? Because at a certain point, I feel like Minnesota Rocker is going to hit a wall where these miracle plays aren't going to save them and pull them back into these series and get these wins.
Paul's mustache looking ferocious today. I'm ready to watch him fry and Surge, but we're starting in a hard point. We're also going to see Hacienda, I assume, in this series.
So we'll see.
Who's the player to watch on this Minnesota squad? Who's the most explosive?
I'm going to go with Estrio. I mean, I feel like he started off pretty bad, and then he started to improve in their last couple of matches. They are on like a 4 hardpoint losing streak, so he could be the guy that snaps that for them.
I just got word from our admin. Hacienda is map number 1. You want to see the rest of the maps and modes, Alley Cat?
Hell yeah, I do.
Let's take a look. 5 maps and modes coming your way. It's a best of 5 with a triple dose of protocol. Hacienda bookending this one. Nameless, I know you love when we get a triple stack. How do you feel about protocol for search, control, and hardpoint?
I mean, yeah, I like it. It's different, right? None of these maps were played in the first series, right? So we saw, I think it was 1 protocol control in the first 2 weeks, and kind of went as expected. The subs were taking over and dominating, so good map for Estrio, and on the other side, a good map for Linz. So could be very exciting.
Allie, when you look at this best of 5, what do you think is going to be the pivotal map?
Yes.
Is it searches? Is it going to be the control, hard points?
When it comes to this series, I want to say game 1 or game 3. I only say that because the last time these teams went up against each other, that game 1 was literally like a 7-point game where Gorillas mates could have taken lead and then won that map number 2 and gone up 2-0 in this series. So I think this map 1 is going to be everything.
It's search for me. I look at the search and destroy and gentlemates. It's been so bad. I expect it to improve.
Nameless has been on fire when it comes to pick'ems. Let's get our scuff pick'ems in and make them official. Alley Cat, am I beating you still? Did we tie at the end of week 2?
I think we might be tying.
We were awful on day number 1, but we've picked it up since then. 15 and 9. Nameless, though, is crushing.
I can't see. What is it? Joe's laughing at me.
18-6?
What is my record on there? I can't
18-6. I make it out. What do you got for me?
I got Gentle Mates.
3 out of 4 so far. Each time he's going Gentle Mates for their first win in the season. Alley Cat?
I'm following right up. I'm gonna go Gentle Mates. I have really high hopes.
I also like Kismet. I too choose you, Gentle Mates. LAG gets their first win, which means it's a 3-map victory for Minnesota. We send it over to Merc and Maven to kick off our minor bracket.
Fantastic. Let's get it going. That had me dying with Ant, bro, because we one time, this is like history here with Call of Duty. Ant and I one time we were at Turner, and we had to record COD broadcasts like 4 televisions. So it was going to be live televised with commercial breaks and everything. So you had to be like down to the time, like to the second. So it's the first time we've really had to work in a not like, kind of like free. We had to like use a teleprompter, a real professional studio. And the teleprompter was pretty small and far away. But like I could read it fine. And Ant was literally like, bro, he could not get through. I think I was like whispering the lines in his ear so we could get through this show.
It's a joke, but every green room and event, he's like, yo, you guys got to get up. I got to sit right here. Like, I got to sit right here. Because he's like, I don't have my glasses. Like, it's like 8 years of him squinting.
It's comedy.
I don't understand.
I don't know how he's a professional player. But,
yeah.
Why?
He's pretty straight considering the fact you can't see. But no, we're excited to be back. I don't know about all you guys. Hope everyone enjoyed the holidays, the new year. I feel like I've been in a black hole. I don't know, I'm sick for a while. Visited parents. I've been playing through the Mass Effect games again randomly. I don't know what I'm restarting. Yeah, no, it feels like we're restarting. Now we're right into our first minor tournament, and we're kicking it off with a banger. Joe, we casted the first time these guys matched up. We went all the way to Game 5, round 11. And now, who the hell knows, brother?
Yeah, and I mean, this is one LAG, like that first matchup. This is a match they probably should have won, right? Like that vault hardpoint, they had some big leads. They should have closed it out. It doesn't happen. And it showed that this Rocker team, they're just going to continue to battle. And they've done that. They're 2-2. And as Des was talking about, LAG 0-4 start. One of the bigger surprises so far.
It absolutely has been. And he said Esther will be his guy to pop off. I guess I usually think of Nero is like their takeover X Factor type of guy, but Esther was a bit all over the place those first couple weeks, right? He was either like popping off or going. Yeah, just felt like just life to life. Yeah, it just wasn't as comfortable as we would expect for him to be. But we're checking out Hacienda for the first time, which I am very excited for. Well, I know for you and I, most of our memorable moments are probably.
I was pausing. Oops.
One of our favorite competitive years was Black Ops 4. It was a spectacular year, and I know you're excited to have this map back in the mix. What makes it a great map is Skies and Lens pop off the Friday.
Well, I mean, it's just one of your more traditional style maps where you have your 3 lanes, but yeah, Spawn just kind of makes sense. It's a good size for competitive Call of Duty, and yeah, we needed something bad.
No, we needed like 1 or 2 more maps. We'll see how it's going to be. This is big. You already see it right in the rotation. Not a ton of time earned for either side to that first hard point, but let's get over to our second as we battle towards back garage. Desreal looking to stun out and get the angle. Playing towards backstack. To his Lens. He's going to get shots in from behind. Don't think he's finished his kills. We hop right over to Lens, and you see that 4-map losing streak in hardpoint right now for Rocker. Their last win dates back from Boston, December 7th.
Sorry, that wasn't
when you're Lynn's in that position all the way towards that
Miz is hilarious.
As this garage is playing up, you're trying to control the spawns, but there's some new additions to this map. You gotta watch a couple of different angles on that far right side as you're trying to control those spawns. Some players did get through, but Skies was able
to Westbrook is acquired. Patriots?
Down, and now you get a great hardpoint hold here at P2.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see the kill.
LAG turning up. Oh my god.
I think they're picking up kills. So we'll try to cast it as best we can here as we continue through the action. It's a nice hold there from Gorillas.
Hey, Kiss.
Kismet drops. Priest holding the window and trying to play his top out. He's got people to deal with outside and fences. We swap right on over to
Do they know Lynch is here?
And he spawns all the way back Boathouse. I think because one of his teammates, Estriel, spawned that hold. So Lynch has an opportunity maybe to start to pinch this, and here we go.
The Lynch is kind of cooking. Nemo's trying.
You can see number 7 starting to work towards the fences, and now if you're if you're a Rocker, you just have to watch both sides. This is gonna be so tough to deal.
Not bad timing.
First time we cast this, it was like our first match, and you were
there
like,
you go, LG.
Purple, man. Yeah, this is too much purple. Joe afterwards, he's like, I'm not even sure if I was calling people right in the mini map. I'm like, it's alright, we'll get there. It's the start of the year. This is just the restart of the year. Whenever it's teams like the common colors, it gets my head in the blender as well. Nero and Lens off to a great start from either side of it, and it's Rocker trying to.
The Priest is getting pooped on. Esther's getting pooped on.
Down 40, but looking to get the tail end of this trash time. They've got them pinned back. They should have the rotation to next as well. They're going to lose the final 5 seconds, but this is perfect for Rocker right now.
Yeah, I think they needed that time, and they do a very good job holding that pinch, finding some time, getting back into it. This is what number 4 Geo. He's going to spawn out. Again, setting up this pinch is LAG. Is number 6 and 8 hit it from both sides, but it's Paul and Nero just locking down the corners. Here comes the break attempt.
Yeah, Gio's just got to get there. He's got to get in and try to help. I thought the time he was going to work out brilliantly, but maybe got there a second late. I think they'd already lost one teammate, so the opening push does work out.
Wow, that is a huge kill by Linz right there. Because Astros, he set up the pitch. What we just saw, LAG do to Rocker, they had the opportunity to do it, but Linz picks that up. They spun out a little bit weird broadside. They give that calm up. He wins the one-on-one. If he doesn't get that kill, it's an instant break for Rocker.
And it's a little bit different on push.
Linz on 5.
Swarming. It's like Black Ops 4 where you had stims, right? Like shoulder, stim, slide. It's a little bit different. Yes, you've got the movement to work with, but not necessarily the survivability.
Oh, the Bulldog.
Chopped down.
Yeah, there's also a 5th player.
Yeah. That's a good point, Joe. That's a good point.
Yeah, there's 5.
A little bit different. A grapple over the top.
Yeah. Okay, now that you're saying it, yeah, a lot more than just the stims.
Linz is cooking, bro. Oh my god, they can't kill him.
You're getting flamethrowered.
It was a great time.
It really was.
I like the purple and gold.
With the lead. Still holding for Gorilla's mate. Linz hitting some Chris shots.
19-8, Kitten's 11-9.
Sky's looking to get involved at 6 and 9, but sometimes wants his kind of performance on the team. He can get the numbers when he needs them, but more than likely he's going to be playing around the hard point. Nero still leading the way on the other side as we watch.
Come on, Bulldog.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing so far for me is LAG just controlling these rotations over towards his P2. They're doing it again. Rocker, though, still 20 seconds to work up the map, be able to get him off the hill, and now you're going to have that pressure from Paul and Estriel. Paul going to jump on the hill. You're going to see number 5 and Priestess spawn out, so the rest of LAG going to try to lock this down.
Yeah, might have numbers here for a moment, but we're going to get set up now for our next hardpoint. Final seconds tick away. Gorilla's mate in the lead here by 60. Let's check out the comments.
Oh, Sky on 3.
Geo on 1. Geo on
Priester needs to kick it up, bro. He's playing hill. He's fine.
I'm pushing you, lobby. One is in the right front. Lobby dead. Nice, 3. I have a pinches.
I have a trophy. Is he on the left? He could be in the corner.
Oh, he got that nade too.
Paul, Charlie, back kill, one shot.
I'm checking on this one.
Right. On my left.
Back left. Watch out, you're on ult.
I got nuked off.
I saw on you.
I can play offense. I'll play offense and watch left.
I'm gonna get an initial. Somebody hold flat.
I got BP on, I got P on 2.
You have to go.
Chris, one goes my open though.
Let's go to you, office.
P1 one shot to you. I'm playing offense. They can go 0. Nice. Yeah, I got you flat. Opposite.
Stay flat.
Be deep left.
Maybe I tip pinch.
Two plat. One shot.
Wait.
Are we missing one? Back.
I really, look, Scott and Linz is cooking.
I'm gonna bump your 10.
No one there.
I killed one deep.
Good. I'm gonna get close. They're gonna be top plat.
I'm going secret.
Yo, listen, I'm a pinch.
If Paul can get Priester here, that's big.
Up 100, LAG firmly in control, asserting their dominance. And, well, I know Priest is struggling right now, but this is what you want to see from this team in Respawn.
Oh, no doubt about it. Yeah, I mean, again, I think Search is maybe the biggest thing for them right now, but just in terms of a hard point, just, yeah, fundamentally very sound so far on this Hacienda.
We'll see if they can put them away or if you rally back a bit into this if you're a Rocker. Nero up to 24, would be leading the lobby if it weren't for Linz on the other side of it. New hardpoint is up. Nero, the 1-2.
Oh my god, Nero!
Ah, it's all 3.
Nero.
The point. If there's going to be a swing in this game, maybe it's right there.
Yeah, it could be it. And now you have number 2 and Estriel going for that pinch. And again,
so many people say Nero's not the star player of this team, and they're wrong.
Right? Well, all of us.
He is.
Not in the Cdl, we're that weapon update, right? So these Jackals, there's not a lot of visual recoil on these things right now. Some players, I'm sure, are loving it for these medium to long range fights, and this thing is hitting.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to see some numbers put up. Nero trying to do him dirty again, but only 5 HP after the opening gunfight, so he's quickly traded out by Kiz. So after that big play from Nero, I mean, a nice break then from LAG. You're able to really sustain that lead. You get the rest of this time. You really only lost about 10 seconds overall in that. So what I thought might be a catalyst for a big comeback here from Rocker doesn't look to be the case.
Yeah, right there from LAG. And yeah, I mean, P4, It's just, yeah, sooner or later, someone's going to make a play and break on through. They were able to do that right there. As Lynn's just controlling top close, just trying to finesse around. Backs on down as you have Nero inside the hill.
Well, it's just one, like, you can get real close to the point from 3 different angles, and, like, you lose one gunfight, everyone's swinging heads, everyone's turning. Yes, it just becomes chaos. It does.
It's over. Oh, Lynn's just going
just,
to.
What, 25
Yeah, it's over.
or so for the dub. They can close it out here. Lynn, crisp, and clean. Finally.
What?
The fucking holes are plates.
I don't know.
9 or something early. He started to fry a bit, get back towards even. But you'd rely on something truly insane now if you're Rocker to win this. They had some big clutch moments against this LAG team the first time they matched up.
This is setting up for one, though. It is. They control the spawns. They flip the map for this P2. Kismet, though, trying to break it. There's still 15 seconds before we get there, but Nero instantly there for that trade. So you see Geo pop on up. They don't really fight this scrap time. I thought LAG was just going to go for the maybe final 15 to 20, get them up close to that 250. But this is that chance, that clutch that we saw from Rocker earlier. They've at least won the spawns here at P2.
No. They've got the opportunity. You said it perfectly. It's setting up for them, but that's a nice opening pick. I think one teammate stuns over, then Kid's able to get the kill. They've got 3 swinging on this.
I'll leave it going.
Not sure. Could it be building? And here we go. Nice dive out. And Shallon able to get 2. The Bulldog shutting down the game with the play there. What a lovely Chal. And there's your Omni movement.
Yeah, that's it. And now LAG, what, just 5 seconds away from winning this one. Sorry, make it 6 as the break does come on through for Rocker. But even if they give up the rest of this time, should be able to control those spawns for that P3. Still a lot of work for Rocker to do.
Yeah, no, that one little break should be the difference. I would think just Kids getting in there with the double, but we'll wait and see. If maybe Rocker have one more opportunity to do it, but they've got to get this time, obviously. And now they've got to win some insane gunfights as they get the whole way across the map. It's a long rotation here as we head outside towards fences. And these will be the gunfights to decide it. Sky's trying to lock it down. He's not able to win that one. You win the opening ones, and suddenly you're in. They just don't go away.
No,
Rocker just don't go away.
LAG they didn't find them, right? Like, as they cross across the map, they didn't find any gunfights.
Without the kill feed, I'm just casting for the mini-map.
That's a good point. There might have just also been that. Yeah, one of the options. Yeah, we don't have the kill feed on one of that, so we apologize. But they're still very much alive in this.
Nero, just biding his time, playing his life. Don't want to try and overchop from this position and get caught. And well, they all 4 get smoked. And you get the final kills there for your LAG, get the final break in and close it out. But yeah, laugh it up because that could have been a bit cleaner. I mean, you had a 100-point advantage. You had several rotations where you could have shut it down kind of with authority. You let Rocker stick around a little too long.
Yeah, a little bit too long, but
you won it. You won it.
Yeah, from start to finish there, I mean, Linz and Kismet really popped off, but to me, the difference is just the P2s. Well, really the first 2, right? They had early control. They don't allow them to break the spawns, and then on the last one, they're able to just break that.
Okay, LAG, first win of the year.
Too easy.
Season.
No, they really did, but we'll take a look at the overall stats from it. Nero, yeah, I mean, he was kind of consistent throughout from a sliding standpoint. Linz as well. Those 2 can go Super Saiyan mode, and they were doing it throughout the course of it. But it's one of those that, like,
double negative from Prisa.
22.
So I love it.
But it was like, what did Ali say? Like, talking about Rocker's struggles kind of in the hard points, and they've had a lot of close ones, but that was one they probably should have been blown out.
It felt that way, right? I mean,
it felt like they should have blown him out, but didn't.
But you can just tell this is what LAG were prioritizing, right? Sky's just playing for the spawns back here. Does a great job finding this 2-piece, and you just alleviate so much pressure early in that hill that it just gets to this lead right around 100 points.
And thank God you got to that, because you needed every bit of that to sustain throughout the rest of the game. This one, Nero able to pop a triple. And now that I saw it again, he just popped on them. Like he disappeared behind that little half ball and just popped and smoked both.
And with that weapon up there, this will kind of be the trend, all right? We'll be seeing how our SMGs are doing. Maybe we'll see 3 subs on some of these maps, like a map like Rewind with just how minimal that recoil is, the way you can beam with this Jackal. Because so far, I mean, well, it's all about the subs right now on this scoreboard.
I think for you and I, we prefer when it's like at least 2 subs,
like
3 subs.
There's like a flex is a true flex.
Yes,
like you have to have. There's maps where you have to have a 3rd sub.
No, it's just more pace too. It's just more fun to watch. I feel like. Well, we'll see. It could help some teams that have been struggling. Whether you're talking about
Protocol into the map.
A team like FaZe,
that's gonna have 2
subs.
subs. 2 subs.
we'll see how that ends up changing. But there aren't, like, other than like Hacienda and that, like, obviously we know like the devs typically like they're on a long break over the course, so there's not like too many major updates. So it's not that different, but like something like one new map and like one main weapon change, like even if it's not like that, it could have a big impact.
Yeah, I mean, even for the vetoes, right? You add Hacienda control, and that just changes the veto system up a little bit. We're now playing a protocol, and you're seeing 3 protocols in a row. Both of these teams have only played like one map.
They go into a con, Emu and Midskiff and for Theo Friends.
So there's some exciting stuff.
Emu, Midskiff,
just to have the minor
Bakari, and Extra Emily. And Midskiff has cat ears on.
But like this is just like
They're going to a college play con doing that. Great.
It's just something fun to mix it up in the middle of a schedule. Like, because I think league match after league match after league match can wear on anyone, whether it's a viewer, whether it's us casters, whether it's the players. Like having a little something like this where there's just some money on the line and just the elimination factor. Like losing.
Question is, do we get Phase of Thieves? Phase Thieves or Miami Thieves?
20 grand if they're able to do it. Yeah, this is
probably get LEG Toronto. I'm guessing Miami because fading the show.
Round 1, and who else will be battling through the course of this? We're in our first match. Rocker, Gorilla's made. They'll be going on to take on Ultra.
I can't believe each sector is literally color coordinated.
Yeah, no, I saw. I think it was like that same. The night the bracket came out, someone tweeted out like first ever color coordinated bracket. I was like, wait, that's sick.
It's wild. So here you can see Rocker and what they've done so well in Search and Destroy. It's been all about their defense. Their retakes right now first in the league. And also that opening win duel percentage is second with that conversion. So when they're getting that first pit, that first blood, they're converting it 82% of the time. That's second in the league. So we'll have to pay attention to that.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what's really been good for them in Search. I know what jumps to me is like Paul X has been great individually in some of their clutches, but Black kind of broke it down for us. Yeah, defensively, they have been lights out, but as you said, there's not been a ton of protocol. Just over the course of, well, I feel like we've casted a bit, but just in general, like I don't feel like we've seen a ton.
So a lot of vault.
Yeah, I know, a lot of vault. That's actually when we first saw the Best of 5 pop up. I was like, no vault, huh? We had that yet this year? I do not know that we have.
Yeah, but maybe the
this is going to be a turning point. If LEG can win the series, they have to win the search. They're not good in search. I think the only search they won was against the Thieves.
We talk about Kismet and Skies.
It's just different because
it was against the Thieves.
Hydra, was one of the better search players in the game. And Linz, I mean, we're a little critical of him at times last year, right? With Rocker and some of his decision making, Search and Destroy, leaving people off to dry. Like,
okay, Nero died.
Needs to improve. And we'll see if he can
Linz is going dead. Okay.
As I talk about it,
and LEG lost.
And suddenly, it is Skies by his lonesome.
1v3 Skies.
I mean, these guys, at least when they're back playing with Hydra, like a lot of maps, they're setting him up. Like it was all about setting him up. And as good as Linz is, he's not Hydra yet. Like, he's not. And I'm not even trying to knock him with that. He's just not. But I'll tell you what, there's a guy that's clutched up in some big situations in Surge. It is Skies. Big pedigree. He got into league through some of his Search and Destroy prowess. But this is a tough one to break into.
Bombs down there. I mean, these angles are tough. You don't have any nades to work with. 30 seconds, you're going to have to chow. And there we go. Yeah, there on top of the computer. That's going to be an easy one for Rocker, but it's what you see on Protocol, right? That 8-bomb site, it's a mixy one.
Nemo got killed. I was like, oh my god, is this a win? And then they got a 3-piece against LEG when you guys
for the break. If they were both like the same scenario, like the two people just had dumb chows, or like too wide of a shoulder. Yeah, unless like somebody you have to throw big time. I mean, anytime it's like a 1v3, 1v4.
Ezreal got 2.
That's gotta be the case, but especially in that position, someone's gotta throw.
Yeah. It's yeah, tough to do, but yeah, Ezreal lines him up right there. The nade's on point, the stun's on point. You know, that was the thing. I think what messes me up is last year Ezreal was on LEG.
Oh no,
was on Rocker.
Yes,
as much as it's the colors, it's also saying the players.
Yes, yes. Yeah. There are levels. There are levels to this that put my brain in the blender. You're not wrong, Joe. But together, we'll hold hands and get through it. And there are some nice shots at range.
Oh, 2v2.
Away with 9 HP.
Some of those long range shots.
Is the Jackal be hitting? And he's out to a 3-0 start. And I say Ezreal, but that's definitely. Oh, it was just the wrong picture. It was,
yeah, it's the wrong camera.
Nero for a second. I was.
That's Nero. That's
it. Yeah. Now, guy, we're talking about already being in the blender production team. You don't have to put us further in the blender. Thank you.
They're figuring out too. Got the cobwebs, dusting them off. 1v1 though for Priesta.
Oh, here we go, Priesta. Come on.
Has to plant the bomb. 40 seconds left, and while he was hunting him, and Priesta's got both weapons in hand, and there we go. Talk about one of the the best flexes in the league for a very long time. It's that man can do it with a sub, can do it with an AR.
Shut up, Priesta.
He can win you rounds.
He's just a guy we've been just waiting to.
Fun fact: Priesta was my favorite player before Octane, and then Octane took it over, and now it's Ghosty.
Yes, he's disgusting. He's just been all over the place for a while, and you know what happened getting dropped off a championship team. Like, he's an underdog guy you want to root for. I want to pull for. I want him to do well.
So yeah, it was Priesta, Octane, Ghosty. It was crazy. All the 100 thieves. So you know, great. There's no favoritism. I swear.
I mean, it's been a rough couple. It's been a rough patch. It has. Wasn't an easy year last year, especially after winning a world championship.
Yeah, no, certainly. Nice little route here from Kiz.
Oh, that Nathan was godlike.
He's surely dead. Nope, he's just moving and grooving to 9 HP and somehow gets away.
Okay, Priesta.
He's there to help him, so he had that cross. Whoever that was couldn't overchow and maybe find that kill on Kismet. So we're into a 3-on-3.
Oh, Sky shot Ezreal.
Kiz has got eyes on one.
Oh, Ezreal's dead. Priest is on 2. Priest is on 3.
Straight now. They're starting to work this over to B. Think about this bomb plant. The guy lurking close will be Paul X trying to fight to get an angle. Bomb now getting planted. And we'll see if Rocker can clutch up in this 2 versus 3. Paul giving him a chance. He brings us to a 2 versus 2 now with the clean headshots.
Yeah, Kismet with that sub back there. It's going to be a tough gunfight. And now Skies, we've seen his position, right? It's all about finessing. Priesta hits him down to 48 HP. Some great shots. Barely saw him. 30 seconds left, though. Where's Gio? That's what you're waiting on. For him to get involved in this fight. There he goes. Flying on through. They find the first. Now all down to Skies.
It's Skies.
Oh.
Ripped off the boxer. Said, where is Gio? Gio arrives. Good patience there from Paul. Well, good just... I mean, Paul did a lot there. What, he got the opening pick split to a 2v2, and just the fact that he got ripped away, what he's like, 48 HP or whatever it was right away, and just his ability to stay alive, even though they tried to take him and isolate him. He bought enough time for Gio to come in, they clutch up.
Yeah, that's the thing with Omni movement. As much as it is like the movement and the flow, the shoulders that you can throw are just...
He's way fucking cat.
Incredible job there.
See that look. This guy missed his wearing cat ears.
3v2 post plant. Well, I guess you weren't really 3v2 post plant. The kill came out, right?
Like, what the fuck?
Still one you love to ice up.
Okay.
He's only got 1 kill, but a big moment there. Now to get him to 2-1.
But what Gio is, I play this map and I go in that little cubby overlooking at point. This cubby right here. This one. He just ran over. I go over that. I lay down and it's like basically unkillable unless they hit an 8 on you.
Still finding kills, so they did the first 2.
Yeah. They just pick them apart. They're not ready for... Well, I mean, they saw the aggressive push, like, out towards mid, but...
The timing, bro.
It's in their base.
How do they get the skins on it?
At least able to get 1, so... Now you're in a, well, similar situation in a way. You got to fight back in a 2 versus 3. Will Nero check left? Well, checks left, but Kiz is holding and puts them in a tough spot. Estriel.
Oh, Ezreal, they know you're there.
Bit of an off angle there from
Ezreal, don't do this. You're dead.
Not over committee, and there we go, able to find another one. So Kismet has been so aggressive through the middle of the map on offense, on defense. We saw it right there. Just so quick, and that is when he's playing at his best, right? When he's just confident in himself, taking routes and winning the openers.
Oh, that's a crazy peek. What the fuck?
Just been sprinting through the middle of the map.
Well, he's just gotta... I mean, I don't think he has to be 99 kills all the time. But there is certainly more pressure on him when you lose Hydra, just to be...
Especially in Surge, yeah.
Well, I think like everything, but yeah, especially in Surge.
Yeah, because Kismet is what's going to set up Lens. Kismet's plays sets up Lens to make his plays. Same thing with Hydra. Lens isn't Hydra right now, but he could be. I don't know. Lens had a good start last year, and like really died at the end of it.
Out of there.
We're going back up. We jump back down? Nah, maybe not yet. Some more nades do come in, but Sky's able to find that first blood, and right after that, the reaction is just like, all right, we're going B.
Okay, so they don't know Gio's here.
All the way back there, but you're not going to defend the bomb from there.
The plan will be in now.
And Gio got spotted. It's over. It's over, yep. Ezreal needs to get Sky.
Gets the kill. Gio, best of luck picking him out of the chopper. Estriel's grouped up with him, but they have so much to do.
2v4.
Time to do it in now. Gio's trying to get the spot and get the kill. Lynn's giving them nothing.
No, so
Crossfires in from everywhere, and they cut them all down. First pick, insta plant. Nice execution there from Grills.
Yeah, and the last retake, right, the difference is that, like, you don't have anyone in the middle of the map or sort of in your base locking down the middle of the map like Lynn's was. So this bomb site should just be tough to retake at times if you don't have mid-map control. Just then you can't isolate the player on the helicopter in Skies, where last time Skies was worried about so many different angles. Priesthood was on the bomb. There just wasn't a lot of room to work with. When you have the room that you do, that they just did after that first blood, I mean, good luck retaking it.
They had the whole map. Yeah. They made that one look easy, and they'll go back in front 3-2.
Usually this map's a bang out. Oh, and Kismet stunned it forward.
Going to get one as well. Kid's worried about the pressure. Real gotta be weak, right? He takes some damage as well. I thought maybe he somehow sneaks
it's over.
Too.
Oh wait, Priesthood.
Now by himself, hoping somebody's still weak.
Never mind, didn't work.
Kill with the car. That's not going to be the case. I was like, oh, he's really laughing.
He's the guy. I don't know why about that, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah, good luck. I mean, I thought for sure. I mean, Kismet, you saw he was hit down to like 50 HP, but two of his teammates get taken down low. You're hoping someone finds one or some damage with it. Trying to hit the angle.
How did he not kill Geo with it?
Could have like lined him up, but it just doesn't happen.
Well, I hope between his nade and maybe this teammates, yeah, like maybe he gets two, right? You're assuming they're hammered a bit. This is similar to the situation we saw 4 rounds ago. Best of luck. They end up pushing him out and challenging it into the round. But that one was over quickly. Poor Priesta left in the 1v3 as he was out for a drive.
Yeah. And he's the only one left, so nobody can really follow up the car. You just gotta come out of it and yeah.
Yeah, you know, you love the car just getting info or like being your entry or something.
Any damage, anything.
I'm drinking lemonade.
Well, at first when they popped to it, I was like, I just didn't realize where it was right away. I was like, maybe he can get there and finish somebody off, like get one kill, but
he didn't go down an elevator.
Yeah, no, it's not the ideal scenario for that to trade effectively. Geo up to 7. As the utility is out early on, we'll see if Nero can make the play. Linz is just on his belly, lurking and waiting. Kismet will end up getting the first blood.
Oh, the timing. The timing.
The timing a little frustrating there for Linz. Now to a 2 versus 2, and well, you're glad you had numbers there.
And that's just all off the info, right? As soon as Linz gets taken down, they have an idea. Maybe there's only one player inside of A. Let's get this trade, plant the bomb right away, and that's exactly what they do. So nice reactions.
Paul,
now all down to Paul.
This one a little more winnable than the other breaks we've seen. They're both 1v3.
Oh, he beams guys.
Well, you hopped a little too long. And Paul X picks your pocket. Priest has already won one-on-one in this. Can he do it again? Paul X is getting aggressive now, trying to send it in. Catch him.
Oh, he won it. Oh, he's shooting bodies.
And there's another clutch for Paul X. And
Paul, bro. He's shooting bodies.
Pretty sure wasn't one of the 1v2s before the break.
Oh, he's shooting bodies now. Okay, dude.
I swear to God, it was more than like 2 like wide shoulders. It was like, was it the one against Hook?
No, it wasn't LG because they haven't played this map. So.
Oh, okay. I just made up a scenario in my head. Okay.
Might have been Rocker. Might have been.
I shoot bodies if I shit on someone. Not gonna lie. He shit on Priesta.
I mean, he's got both guns, so he starts the pre-fire, then pulls out the Jackal, and Priesta just trying to catch him with the slide. But Paul ready for it, and well, that hip fire connects.
And Skies, is trying to jump spot, but remember, we're playing Call of Duty. You die very, very quick. Just some absolute beams there. Out of Paul X, another clutch to his resume this year. That'll be the round we'll probably think about.
No, it's over.
This ends up going their way, but they do answer back, and they answer back with a vengeance. 2 for Kiz, 2 for Lenz, and that'll be a quick one now for Grossman.
And that's how it can go. If you're going to hit A again on offense at times, just sometimes it's going to go your way. You're not going to die to the nades. Other times you're going to just all die in 4 seconds.
Just get smoked. But probably needed that one to brush off the frustrations.
And it's like Paul's like stats, like they aren't insane exactly for a search, but like he really has just been. He's clutched some rounds to keep them alive in maps. And
yeah, whether it's been kills when they're in like a 2v3, or just he's had several 1v2s, 1v3 I could think of on Rewind. Like he's just had some big plays. But yeah, they're not that insane, but sometimes just those icy moments to give your team a chance. Especially with a team like Rocker, who just like lives on second chances.
I want LEG to win.
opener.
Because I like
I don't
Prisa.
know how many first bloods that is for him, but again, he just takes another route. I mean, he is just.
And I like Nero. Like, when this season started, I wanted Nero on the Thieves. Before the Thieves roster got announced, I was hoping the Thieves would pick the Nero. He was like the best available player. But then they did the thing they did. So, yeah.
Yes, he took the drop. I'm like, how much damage did he take? I realized how weak he was. I'm like, I'll get his health back. Then he just slides in. Yeah.
He's going.
Then they gave me the God roster to be a fan of, and I was like, okay, I'm fine.
Can they clutch up in a 1v2 again? It's Priest and Skies again.
Nope.
This time they're able to close it out.
All right, so that was his third first blood, but I swear he's just always finding a route is Kids, and a big one there to put them up 5-4.
No, but I mean, you're right in the sense, like, you talk about how important that's going to be for certain.
Are the clan tags LAGM8?
Did for the team.
It should be.
Even we cast him on Thieves now, like he gets in, he finds his first bloods, like he will play.
Well, he always has like unique routes, does Hydra.
Yeah,
right? Like, just feels like he always has such good reads on the map.
But it's definitely more pressure to Kids to kind of find those openers.
100%.
Dictate the pace early in search and destroy rounds. They're a round away. Can you close out Rocker? They struggle to do it the hard point. They're up 100 and let Rocker creep back into it.
They're going right back to it.
These guys love to get to an old-fashioned round 11. We might get there again. Kiz, though, in trouble, but stays alive, and Linz is there with the help. 6 HP for Kiz. But what a great little duo there for the push.
It just spawned in down there?
Yep.
Literally spawned in down there.
Did some damage. Oh, no, get out of there.
Oh, Geo got one. Oh, Sky's just him.
You have numbers again. If you're LAG, 3 versus 2 up against Estriel and Geo. 50 seconds on the clock. Estriel and Geo got a clutch here to get us to around 11. They're going to have the bomb planted. Can they hold this off 2v3? We haven't really seen this scenario yet. Oh, lordy, I thought he was just about to get zapped.
Estriel got it.
LAG really taking their time.
Oh, he beamed Kiz.
Geo to a 2 versus 2. Estriel in trouble.
Geo needs to turn right. He needs to turn right.
Full HP, he gets dropped. Geo can't finish off one, can't get shots into the other. He is tagged up, has got to back away for now. 17 seconds to go.
Yeah, I mean one.
Push it out, they clean it up in LAG.
Up 2-0.
Take the search and destroy. They don't let any round 11 heroics come the way of Rocker. You need to close that out.
Yeah, I mean, big last couple of rounds from Skies there. He finishes that on 5 in a row to finish 9 and 6.
LAG look really good. Not the greatest.
After that,
they should close out the hard point closer. Well, bigger gap, but they
Yeah,
didn't.
if we thought, you know, whatever upsets you might have in the round 1, like we thought this was why not? I mean, they went to a game 5 the first time they played. We think this LAG team is better than 0-4. Rocker has survived on some insane moments. So yeah, it had upset potential written all over it, but you still got to put them away. Just up 2-0.
Yeah, 7 first bloods there for LAG. 3 from Linz, 3 from Kiz. That really propels them into it. And then Rocker, I mean, they just kept going time and time again, where you saw a little bit more creativity from the LAG side. And that's what we expect from that, right? Like that NYSL team, they were known for their creativity.
Wall bangs, nade spots.
Like they always had something different than everyone else.
Like, come up with a GA, because we're trying to break something on the map.
What was it last year? The gloves last year?
Yeah.
Spawn nades? Yeah, those guys are always switching it up.
They're trying to keep it creative, keep you second guessing, and keep adapting the search and destroy game. Listen, search has not been great for them, but you get the W there. We were wondering what kind of improvements we'd see out of teams. I didn't know how much stuff was really going to change. Like I know we have a map come in, I know there was a gun change, but there wasn't like that much scrimming over the break, right? Like not usually a ton.
It just really depends on kind of your team. Like this is normally a time where if it's a rough start, like you just got to get to the talk. Like yes, we need to play more.
Well, it's hard to get pro teams sometimes, right? With people traveling on holidays, you got to maybe challenge some challengers teams and stuff.
Play whoever you can at that.
Just trying to get reps in. All right, well, I'll do it for our first 2 maps to break down the action here with a quick break. We'll talk to the desk.
Thank you, Maven and Merc, and I want to jump right into the search and destroy discussion because we said this may be a key game mode. Look out for Paul X. He was a troublemaker for them last time around. Paul had some big clutches in that search, but it's LAG with the 2-0 start.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 1v2 is not enough from Paul. It did stop the bleeding just for a moment there. This was an S&D where they were kind of just trading defenses until LAG finally took to first offense in round number 5. Minnesota Rocker then turned around and answered one with their own. It looks like LAG is about to run away with it. Paul clutches a huge 1v2 with bomb down. Unfortunately, though, it wasn't enough as the defenses keep stacking and LAG held strong.
Yeah, this is the search and destroy I expected from the Gentlemaids, right? And we talked about it, you know, on the pre-show with these guys, Kismet and Linz, like how were they going to work together? And I think the best display of it was round number 10, last round that we saw. They bang out their side, Kismet's one shot, Linz finds the kill before he's able to finish off Kismet, and then they just work together at the end. It's Kismet making the first push to get Linz into positioning to find the final 2 kills. So massive plays on the side of Gentlemaids, now sitting at 2-0 in this match. Hey man, prediction.
That kill feed as well.
That comic, like a comment, like a cosplay comic, like a cosplay con. I couldn't say that. That cosplay guy in mid wearing fucking cat ears with gray sweatpants and a black shirt. Like, dude.
Top 6 as Hacienda makes his entry into the competitive format. Nameless, it's time to draw some conclusions for me. If you can, what lesson do you have for me today, sir?
Yeah, let's talk about some Hacienda hardpoint. Let's get into drawing conclusions and let's talk about the Gorillas mates and what they were able to do. So let's get to it. Yeah, it's going to be a rotation over towards Rock Hill. We're going to jump to the mini map and show you guys where Minnesota went wrong and what LAG did right. So let's pull it on up and let's get into it, and I can start drawing.
Yeah, we hit all the buttons for you.
To be honest.
All right, so are we going to see huge swings in this game? Cool.
Here we go. All right, yeah, let's get into it. We're ready to talk about some more stuff.
Here we go.
Yeah, so on rotation here, what you're going to see is I would have liked to see Minnesota play a little bit more aggressive here on this rotation, and this is kind of how you'll get punished if you don't play aggressive, you don't try to pin them back, right? So on rotation, we're going to wait until Lin spawns. So Lin spawns right here, and what he's going to do is he's immediately going to vacate the spawn, re-wrap, and what they're trying to do is kill number 4 on the point, right? Spawn him here, and then you can give yourself an advantage on rotation to where you can come through and pinch this side, and control the mid hallway, right? So let's clear the screen a little bit. Let's see how this plays out, and we'll get back into the mini map here in a moment. But as you're going to see right now, they clear off the player on the point, which is Geo. If you look at the mini map, Linz is who we're watching right now. He leaves immediately, and they know that he's going to be spawning back there, right? So 5 and 6, what you're looking at, Priesta and Skies, they're wrapped back. They're taking their time to set up this pinch, and once you find that first pick, what you're able to do is you can converge onto the hill here. So when they
it's basically 3v2, yeah. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good play.
Firm control. So after they clean it up, they're going to redirect their attention here to find the last player that's going to be trying to push and re-break. So we'll get back into the game play. We'll talk about how this plays out, but this is kind of exactly how you want to break this hill. You pinch it, you focus the guy on rotation, and then you know, given the side that 5's coming from, which is Priesta, that there's a player coming from Lambo. So if you look back at your mini-map, number 8, that's Linz, re-pushes it out, finds that kill, and now you have ultimate control of the hill where you can just farm and find a ton of time. So nicely done by Gentlemaids, a complete breakdown by Minnesota.
And what's so funny about that is you would traditionally look at the beginning of that clip and be like, oh wow, Minnesota Rockers in a great spot right now for this new hill, but they had nobody pushed out on either side. So the fact that the communication and the timing were so on par for the side of Gentlemaids, it's kind of what we expected from a championship caliber roster.
Minnesota just need to play more aggressive on rotation. You gotta try to find a couple more kills, otherwise you're gonna get pinched.
18 and 6 is Mr. Squints when it comes to predictions. He's 1 map away from making it 19 correct picks. Merc and Maven, do Gentlemaids get it done right now?
Mr. Squints.
I like that.
I call Chris Mr. Squirts.
Why?
I have no idea. Yeah, no, I think this one might end 3-0.
Maven is hilarious, bro.
Get a little revenge here. If you are a Gorillas mate, get a win on the board. I don't know why I think it's going to end, because it's weird because we've casted so much Rocker and they push series, they push series. I just think, I don't know. Gorillas, I think they just need a win. They deserve a win. Not deserve, that's the wrong word, but like,
well,
they've been better than 0-4.
Again, 0-4 is just a bit of a wake-up call maybe for this roster. Again, they were very much in this series. It's just some of these small things. But if you talk about control overall, they have been the better team. But when you look at protocol, I think you're 0-1 on the year if you're Rockers. You haven't played this yet if you're LAG. Again, this is going to be different with Hacienda coming in. So you're going to see yeah, maybe some different control maps.
Oh, I get it. 3-0. I get it now. I'm an idiot. They're going to 3-0 everyone. They have 1 minute.
One more. Okay.
Maybe 2.
What are we talking about? Maybe 2? Yeah.
I think
They might have 2. They might have 2 and 2.
Years of bad stuff.
It's still going.
It still is going.
Yeah.
Nero started off strong.
I'll take frequency and Arsenal.
Oh god, dude. Frequency would be
I hate Miz. Miz is stupid, bro.
I'll take Gridlock too.
Well, it's hard to compare to the BO4. I think if I had to pick one game to take all the maps from, it might be BO4. Maybe BO2, but it might be BO4, bro.
That's a great one.
Yeah, no, it really is. I saw like they were breaking for someone's doing a vote of like your best combination and stuff. It was mostly like BO2, BO3, BO4.
Oh my god, that's just being that got Lynch. Holy fuck.
Just as one like cohesive year, it might be BO4. I don't know. Anyway, back to BO6. Is we've been doing this a long time.
Like a long time. It's 2025 and BO2 was 12 years ago. Wow.
I think that's when I cast my first major for COD. So UMG and BO2. So yeah, I've been doing this since a minute. And you've been playing for a little bit. What was the first year you competed?
2010.
Woo! Getting up there. Hopefully on fires for like a younger and cuter model. I don't know. That's why I'm working out and stuff, bro. Keep me around, trying to dial back the clock so I get a cuter model. You try to find
what the fuck?
Collinsworth and Al Michael still wear 85.
Yeah, I was drooling on camera. 6 straight for Geo. He has those takeover moments in control. He could be an absolute beast, but he's back to the point to kind of clear the progress off from that third tick. You're fighting to maybe get that minute extension.
Okay, dude.
Get on it for a second. It'll be Estriel with the one-on-one. He's able to take him down before teammate will trade him out. Another opportunity to get to the point is Priesta getting across. Polex trying to stop that from happening, but they got there, and they've got their minute extension. Lives-wise, you're 10-10, so this is very winnable. I mean, it's a pretty good defense out of Rocker early on, but you got a chance to do this. Those 3 killed. Those 2.
I forgot to do this. My bad. Being bad streamer.
10. Just a couple moments ago, but I think the big thing for LAG, you do get those 3 takes on A. This is your more standard round.
Did you say couple?
I don't know what I said.
Yeah.
Couple?
Maybe. Yeah, Joe just looked at me after that the first 2 maps during the break and goes, these teams, bro.
They just mess with my head.
No, it's hey, dude.
The purple, the players, I don't know.
It does.
I'm on a different planet.
I hate him.
We've been on a different universe for a little bit, but
Yo, LAG might bring us back.
Won't be respawning back in. They got clutch
Oh, never mind.
35, and Estriel's making the play late. He's able to get 2.
Still possible. Someone pops a little, like a 2-piece. No, it's over. Never mind.
Now it'll just be Skies and a 1v5 lives.
And Zero Sum.
There's one, and it'll end there. Rocker on the board.
Yeah, I think LAG, again, you get the 3 ticks, but yeah, I mean, it was 10-10. It's one of those rounds where it could have been maybe a little bit better, put some pressure on, win that offense, but Rocky do a great job. And huge play by Nero in the middle of the map.
It's interesting. We were just kind of like chatting at the beginning of that one. Like, I was mostly paying attention to the objective. Like, I wasn't even sure they were getting the extension. I was like, honestly, for whatever, I was like surprised it was 10-10. Like, I didn't feel like it was 10-10, but I saw, I was like, oh. And then someone had that tough fight in the window. Who was that ball versus Lens? That's what you don't call a kill out too early. Wait for it to happen, because sometimes people get buried.
They change quickly.
I don't know. I do like that wasn't a good example, but like Skies' kill was like, you just, I don't know, some games a little harder to just even miss. Like last year I feel like no one missed a bullet. Like this year you see it a bit.
A little bit less now.
This guy Miz is stupid is a moron, bro. Oh dude, this is making me want to play COD. Do I play Dorado?
Bring it back. Nero. Angle on one, but just getting away. Ring around the rosy we go. Nero, not sure if we went left or right. He guessed wrong.
Left, right, out the window, down
Type
low.
shit, bro.
No idea, but his teammate's still on it, so at least you have that clock pause for now. As Kismet is able to find one with Priesta. They're just trading it out, regaining map control, and now you're gonna have number 5 Priesta maybe pushed up a bit in the base. Of Rocker going for some spawn kills.
Yeah, you might be in a little bit of trouble right now. If you are Rocker, you absolutely are. Estriel's last up, and they are getting.
Lynn's on 4, not 2. No, he died. No, he didn't. Guy died.
4 straight for Skies, 3 straight for Priest.
No, Lynn's dead.
Bounce back here. I thought.
The Bulldog. Oh.
But then Kiz is able to get 2, which delays and staggers that push out even more. So that sequence was a difference of what, like 30 seconds or so. Like it's taken off the clock before you can even take a push now at the point.
Yeah, it's also just where those gunfights are happening, right? As soon as
Oh, deal about it. Like a book.
Yeah, just everything stalls. You have to try to get on this 8-point. There's only 30 seconds left. Linz does a great job right here, just finding the player on the point, playing his life, able to find one more.
3 dead.
The opposite side of the map, and it's been Paul. Him and Gio starting to go off now, but they have
someone needs to help Estriel. Okay, at least Nero's there.
Maybe to what we saw in the last round. If they're able to get a couple kills, they'll have a little over a minute to work with and about even in lives. So we'll see if that'll end up being the case. Just if he finished that, it would have been just about. But you still have an opportunity.
Estriel, don't peek the dip.
No progress has been there yet. You'd love to try and bring this back into lives department, but you're going to turtle up a bit now if you were LAG. Just get around this
Paul.
point. The one player that was kind of playing out was Kismet. He gets dropped. Priesthood drops. Hold on. Here comes Baraka ripping and rolling for the moment.
Yeah, maybe get a take, maybe 2. It'd be so tough to tap this point. Nades can hit. They at least have bottom middle control. That's going to force LAG to have to push from that side of the map, but they
2 dead.
Win those gunfights behind Priest and Skies.
Thought you were going to get 2 there if you were Gio. I'm not sure it really would have mattered, though. You wouldn't have had any bodies left. 50 seconds now to go, and we're kind of playing search and destroy again.
Is that take done?
We need Ant. Maybe Ant can give us visual clarity.
Okay, so they get the take. So there you go. If they don't win this round, at least they're winning the objective battle.
True. Can't quite track there if you're narrow. Lives margin widening. Estriel, though, gets one. So does Gio. Chipping away.
It's possible. If Gio can get one or both of you.
They're just bottom middle, right? They just know they can get angles on the point, no problem. Sooner or later, Rocker is going to have to get onto B. It's going to be a 2 versus 3 here.
Sky needs not here. Oh, Sky dies. Oh my god, they need to get on point.
2 on 2.
On it with 4.5 to go. No pressure here. It's not moving very quick. Priest is trying to get the angle, a little shoulder.
Oh my god.
Suddenly it's on Priest by himself. Another clutch moment here from Rocker. They brought it back from the depths. No way. Are you letting this one slip away if you are LAG?
Oh, LAG won. Lost. Oh. Okay, Minnesota.
It was what, like a 3v7? I don't know what it was.
It was a 3v7. LAG just collapsed. Holy fuck.
Able to bring that back, and they just were rotating around the map inside their base, just finding a couple of players in. You had players wide middle, but they were just kind of out of the.
It was 3v7 and 3v8 or 5v8. It was one of those 2, and they collapsed and lost. How? That Gio bout was good.
That's free.
I mean, the Skies fight, but like he probably had an AR.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, so like that one's a little awkward for him. I mean, it's a big win, obviously, for Rocker, but Estriel carry 4 straight over into this round. Now they're up 2-0.
This is what Rocker does, man. Stay alive in series.
Well, this series might get a whole hell of a lot more interesting as we get deeper into
Oh my god, 4 dead.
They start this round off with authority. They're already looking for spawn kills here early towards the LAG base. You're spawning up and you are in a gunfight. Estriel in behind.
Oh my god, Estriel. Oh. Oh, 3 dead. 4 dead. Oh my god.
Into war.
Chiseled by them a little bit of time. Couple players coming off spawn. Estriel's just right back to it. He's up to 21 and 12, 21 and 13 for Gio. They're both leading the way. So yeah, already a 5 life advantage, already half the round on that clock. It disappeared. He is snapping right now, is Estriel.
Oh, he is looking real strong in this map 3. Nero is duo right on the other side of it. Well, hops over, somehow stays alive, and see if he can buy any kind of time here. Gets the centering on point to get some damage in to help Gio trade out that kill. Gio with an insane chow out of the back box. Pull the pistol. Why not? I don't know where his bullets are going. To a different dimension, I guess. It looked pretty good. It tries to push out. Priest stays alive, and he finally gets dropped.
I think he's thinking there looking good too. That's why I kept going for it.
He thought he had him 1-E for about an hour.
Oh.
It looked all right to me, I thought.
We don't know. We don't have hit markers. So
yeah, no, I know. That's true. That's what makes it confusing sometimes. I was like, his tracking looks all right.
That's pretty good, though.
That pistol.
They have to kill Lynch.
They're back. What, 17-14? They're on A. Just can they get this minute extension?
Well, considering they were in a body bag for the first minute, yeah. It's pretty damn good. Lynch goes on a little bit of a streak. Finishes that kill. Out to 5. The rest of his team
Three dead. Oh my god.
He's left out to dry. You now got sub 10 seconds to go. You still need another tick here if you're going to get this done.
You need to get on B back in time for A.
And get a body onto a point just to stop the clock at 3.4.
Oh, and Minnesota won. No, 3-0. Minnesota was like my balls on the table now. You can't win.
You wanted to see out of him. I thought Gorillas Bay were going to get it done, Joe. I really did. Thought they were going to close out this series. They learned their lesson last time. They were going to put them away, but weren't able to do it and got outclassed. And well, really at round 2.
I mean, it's just round 2. Yeah, I mean, defense on protocol, we know how difficult it can be to win an attack, and it normally takes heroics like what we saw in round 2 from those roster players in that clutch, and just some simple mistakes from Gorillas. And again, that's kind of what we have seen at times from these guys. Just some of their fundamentals have been off, not only in search but also in the respawns where it sticks out like a sore thumb. So what are the comms here? Like, how are you allowing this to get this messy?
Yeah, it's just a team that I guess we think would have pretty good fundamentals, but like, I mean, there's just been some other squads that have struggled that we maybe didn't expect to when it comes to just like being behind, not playing the game right. Maybe they're just a bit behind, still have some things to figure out. Because you would think just with that core trio, they'd be in a pretty good spot, but yeah, it's been a good
Admin is so funny, bro.
Since they won that world championship with Priesta, but I don't think it's one of those things where you're, I don't know, necessarily panicking about
the admin is so funny, bro.
Anything yet, even though you started on 4, but I guess it's not that far from it. Like you go a couple more weeks without a win. And that's what's tough about coming in as minor. You just lose one and you're gone. And it's just like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, at least you have some more qualifier matches coming up before we get to the major to continue to practice. But yeah, it's just, I mean, we're talking about this versus like Minnesota Rocker. Like, if you allow those mistakes versus one of our top teams right now, no chance now you're winning.
No, because they played pretty much everybody tough, but not they went to the game 5 with the 2 teams they like battled that were like middle of the pack teams and won. Like it was like 3-1, 3-0 against like the top squad. So I don't know. Pieces to get there. We'll see if they're able to do it, and just maybe haven't really locked it in with Linz yet and how he likes to play the game and some of the decisions he'll make. Because I know like last year it was mostly like search and destroy where he would frustrate you sometimes. Like I just remember multiple times like you would just call out some plays on. Oh my God, Invasion. It was like Invasion where he'd do some stuff, leave somebody out to dry, and you're like, she's a young player, needs to figure that out, but maybe just more of that.
Yeah, I think it's just a little bit of that, right? Like you see him on an island at times, and his teammates are on the objective, like we just saw in that round, where they're on A, and he's just trying to find a kill, and then everything happens away from him, right? He's just somehow got to get active.
Yeah, no, and like when he makes the play.
Oh my God.
No, he destroys.
Yes. It's like when he does that, it's amazing. But when he's not able to activate and everybody else drops, it's just like,
well, that was worthless.
Yeah, no, exactly. Maybe it's just finding the right times for that, and kind of figuring out more the pacing and timing for this squad. But they still have an advantage in the series. As much as we're talking about their struggles, they're still up 2-1. A chance to close this out as we'll stay on protocol, and then potentially in map 5, Hacienda Search and Destroy. Search has been their struggle, but they were already able to win in map 2. I don't know if I feel great about them in map 5, just considering they came out kind of slow in Search and Destroy. You think with a new map into the rotation, maybe you give the advantage to Rocker, but Rocker still got to get it there.
Oh my God. Admin is so funny, bro.
About how protocol might go.
No, again, just both of these teams really haven't played a lot of protocol. It's like one apiece, or I don't even think, I think Rocker would play this. They're 0-1, where General Mates are 0-0. So we haven't seen a lot of really matches on this map for really in any mode for these teams. Then you're going to start to see it a little bit more and more just with different maps in modes coming into the map pool with that veto system. But yeah, still very early in the year.
If you are LAG, at least in that first map, you were able to go up like 100. I think it'd be in a 22-point game as Rocker has kept chipping away. This time, if you can enjoy that 100-point lead, hopefully just put them away if you're Rocker, just trying to avoid like that slow start. Come out a bit hotter. Estriel definitely started to warm up in this series. He had a great map 3, and you're going to rely on him in some big moments, especially in hardpoint. We'll see if he can step it up. But we get the protocol, and as you said, just not a
who's holding the camera?
These 2 teams, so not a
I didn't realize that.
Talk about. And well, it's the case just for a lot of teams. Like we don't throw out stats like too often at this point of the year because there's just not. It's just there's not a lot to go off.
Let's keep it so soon. All right, time to go.
Once comes to the first major, we'll start too. But
yeah, just sort of pick up trends. Talk about the vetoes, like. Team's 5-0 on a map.
Yo, look at my head. My little hairline, bro. Gone.
Yeah, it definitely gets more complicated, more
okay, here we go.
as we get deeper into the year. But It is still early. We're excited to get back to it. This is our first minor. Reminder, the team that loses this not out of competition this weekend. Team that takes it moves on for a date with, I believe, Ultra.
Yeah, the only purple team.
Cdl points on the line.
Oh, Kismet throwing off the.
And $20,000 to your first place squads is a little extra cash, is something different to fight for. As we now take the focus to this map 4 and see if Rocker can do their thing and get to a map 5, or Gorillas have got the ice to close us out.
Yeah, nice start there by LAG. Kismet in that top window, locking it down. Had that knife out. Once that zipline player was hit, he was taken out quickly. But they're looking to find 30 seconds on this P1. They have P2 control as well. Lynn's gonna go for it, and well, hello, some bad timing for Geo.
Yep, that was not ideal. Right as he turns, just get dropped. Lynn's tracking, maybe not on point at first, but he's able to get it on and nearly out with the movement as he was on 5 in a row. The next hard point is up. Inside will be Gorillas.
Nah, damn.
You've got 3 straight, the 3-0 straight out of skies. Priest is just popping in the box, gets his first Italian into this. Gets his second right after it.
That was crazy.
And they'll get 3 on the team, so they'll still try to secure this time for now. They've got a nice hold. Well, this is similar to map 1, at least, getting out to a nice early lead, and they're cracking this one wide open.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, Priest right there, he's thinking they spawn those players out, but one player in the arrow, I think, able to find that kill, and then his teammates spawn on him, so create a bit of a splits, but now you have the standard spawns here for P2. But yeah, just early starts have been strong for LAG. Rocker already going to be a 60-point hole, having a battle back here at this P3.
And now you just got to think, we get to a P4. I mean, how ugly can this get, depending on these upcoming sequences?
Yeah, Mischief is hilarious. Mischief and Admin are great.
Really.
Okay, sorry,
all the way out behind those 2 kills from Kiz, so you can have early control here for LAG.
Things unraveling right now for Rocker.
Ooh, what?
Lynn's trying to get out with the movement, but
who's getting shit on?
Paul. Hold until the reinforcements came in. You've got one person playing deep in skies. Just
okay, Paul.
Teammates can push it through the front. They're able to isolate him and take him out in the back, though. Now turn everything to the front, but one hits the back steps at the same time. I think that's Kiz. He spawns his teammate with him. So suddenly Paul's like, okay, now they're behind me.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Yeah, he influences the spawn. Kiz was trying to find that a little bit quicker, but he makes it messy. Gets LAG on the hill, continues to find the shots. He's up to 11.
Minnesota are really bad at hard point. They're really bad at respawn. They're fantastic in control, horrible in respawn.
That looks so frustrating because I think Rocky thinks he has the back spawn. Like right as he hit, like Kiz got behind him and just spawns guys there. That is tough. We have 6 in a row, as you said, and now this is what I was worried about. If you were scrappy there, and now you get to a P40 of an early hold, which is this has been one of our bigger money hills. I mean, you're going to be up 120, 130 potentially. And then good luck.
Poor Admin, bro.
This is freaking ugly.
Oh, here we go.
Nice pick.
Maybe lead them to the break. Everyone just trying to buy this.
Oh, it's over.
LAG are here. All 3 of them find 1 apiece.
Oh, Paul was big.
Paul is there. He's just a little bit later than his teammates.
Yeah, I know. He was there with them. He might win that off of the first pick. But you're basically
this guy's blind.
Stabilized now as the 4th member about to get back to.
Oh, there was smoke. Never mind, I'm an idiot.
If you're LAG, 4 straight for Skies, looking to tack on more to this. Not quite able to do it.
This is a big 16.
Maybe you'll break this up, but it's in the final 15 or so seconds. I'm not sure how that's going to matter. So the dominoes continue to fall.
Just kidding.
Skies had a hellstorm. Just I would assume off objective time, because he's got a minute and 14. Right, just he didn't go on any crazy spree. So
he had like 4 straight, I think it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have it. Yeah, so he's gonna call this in. This is gonna get ugly.
Well, it's already gotten ugly.
My kid uglier.
Yeah, my kid uglier. Well, I guess
oh, he killed Kiz.
It's doable. Well, that didn't go how you expected.
No, not at all.
Kiz took a missile to the face, and then 3-year players drop. And okay, well, now Rocker.
Now the companion spawns up.
Moments, right? It's another example of it where this just mentally tilting a bit. Rocker maybe just they see this as an opportunity to get right back into the game.
And they're doing just that. What could have been like a 120-point advantage, now it's at 60. Skies trying to hit another gear, block up the triple. Paul X with the movement to get behind the wall and at least shut that down.
Oh, there you go.
The slang's just got to start.
Creek is not going to show on now.
But as I say that, it's 3 through on the feed, and they drop. So You start to push this lead out again. Gorilla's in a pretty good spot.
And again, just late on these rotations is Rocker. LAG have just been winning them. Look at map.
These guys are really late on rotating, dude.
They're winning those gunfights, but just feels like they are late once that new hill pops every single time.
Gorilla's soaking up the time. Estriel though with a nice chow in.
Like no one's overlooking him. They're all dead. By overlooking, I mean like Overwatch, like watching over the guy to protect him and shit.
Gotta come up with something to just keep this within like I don't know 50 to 70, like something where you can strike, just get a big P4 hold. They need like one positive hardpoint hold.
I mean, we've seen some pretty insane like P3 to P4s. Yeah, they're gonna need that right here. They have the spawns. There's 12 seconds left. They have to keep controlling the middle of the map. That's where Linz is going. Same with Kiz, right to the bottom middle.
You have to give up on Preacher and what about new?
It looks like no. Linz is.
Everyone's worried about Preacher, and I just showed them.
To hunt him down quickly. But he just.
Oh my Linz!
Gunfights. He finds all three. Rocker do spawn up, but there's been nobody on the time, and that's just due to Linz.
Yeah. That's going to disrupt what you're opening about 15 seconds before Rocker get in. Now can they do a great job from inside? They go 2 for 2 for now. Kismet though flips that on its head. He'll have control inside. Linz trying to cut it towards the back right off a spawn. You're getting time again if you are LAG. Kiz winning his one-on-one. Rocker though, you get in and you fight for now, but I think if you're a Gorilla, it's like, I don't know, you just want to split this, I guess, as best you could, and just make sure you've got spawns for next.
Yeah, they're already here. They're already thinking, well, we're going to go for this. But Rocker, they have to win this map to stay alive in this series. Let's go to a list with Minnesota.
Oh! Estriel gets 2. 4 dead.
I buy your zip. I'm backing up. I buy your zip. I'm making a Sparrow. Wait, no, I'm 375 off the street, okay? Bet. One's boat, one's boat. I'm zip. Let's fire me, let's fire. Can you help? Go zip it and then peek 2 stairs. Peek 2 stairs. I need my zip, sir. I'll give zip. I'm coming to help you. I'm on trying to first zip. We can fuck on the left too.
Geo! Holy fuck. Geo got 4. That's big. Oh, the timing. The timing. Oh, Paul X, dude. Paul X and Estriel. And they brought it back. They needed this and they got it. Oh my god. Does LAG make a change if they lose this? It's not 0-5, no wins. Oh my god.
Rocker needed the big break.
And they got it.
And now they've got the advantage. Up 10. You just can't put them away. They're fighting to get it to a map 5.
I mean, as soon as we went to listening, right? We were talking about 20 seconds being left at P3. LAG were committing to the early rotate, and then all 4 died. All 4 died, and P4 spots up. And there was numbers there for a moment there, but then what? Geo just able to go big. He was able to find 8 in a row, I believe. He's got a Hellstorm now, so they have that extra utility. LAG have a slight lead, but it just feels like momentum all Rocker.
Estriel's feeling it right now. He's ready to shout anything. Ends up dropping there, and now here come the Hellstorm.
They need this. They need to get killed. No one can die here. You know they're in tower.
Out of the point into the tower. Estriel now, time to pounce. He's got 2 here to deal with. Can he get both? Estriel
he gets both.
Big, and he's able to do just that. Gets 2, back into the point. There's a 3rd player there, but you've got the numbers if you're a Rocker, so you are in. Trailing, timing there with the nade.
You need to get on point.
You, but you've had 1 more body every time here if you're Rocker. Down 10, still
they need to rotate.
What do you see?
I mean, the minimap.
Paul X is fine with it.
They're trying to control top middle. Geo is cooking right now. Another multi-kill. He's on another 5 spree, 28 and 20. While Paul and Estrel have rotated over towards that P3. Scrap time into Gio's way. So he's trying to find his 30.
They need to get to P3. They're up P3.
I'm hoping
and they don't know Gio's here.
But they might have.
Whoa. We'll see what the call will be here. That would be insane.
Gio's on 7.
We may have lost somebody, and you've got to be.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, I guess that's the best case of the tie game. Yeah. But oh, if you're a Rocker, you are hurting right now. I mean, you're thinking the gods above. If you're LAG, like you're letting that one unravel. Rocker were just finding a groove and came back big time. But yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I mean, at least it was tied.
Yeah. Should have been a tough scenario. I mean, still is tough. You see sort of the reactions on the Rocker side. They were in control. I mean, still, yeah, just right. They were in. I mean, Gio was frying. They were cooking, but yeah.
That's heartbreaking.
I imagine we're going to have a replay, but we just got to see what the actual case is. But it seemed like somebody dropped out. But we'll wait for official wording because Joe and I don't make the rules or make decisions. Even though some of you think we do. But no, that was a banger map. I mean, it just seems like that's become a duo. I mean, these two teams play, and Rocker comebacks in hardpoint. Like they in the first series, they were able to come back and get a victory in a hardpoint. They almost did it down 100 in the map 1. They brought it within 22 for the loss. Here they were down 80, I think it was about 80, 90, and they end up getting a lead at one point where tied as it dropped out. But
again, it's just like that moment from LAG where you're like,
that's not good.
The Hellstorm.
That might have just sold Rocker's chances of winning.
And like then it's just kill feed starts to get real purple, real Rocker purple. And I don't know if they're just like tilting from these plays because I mean, listen, when you're a vet who's been around for this long, you've won world championships, you kind of know what it takes. Little plays like that, they piss you off. They do,
I'm sure.
right? They tilt you. And if that's happening, game, it should be tough for them to.
I might end too much of this game chat. I'm watching Twitch and I'm watching more Twitch than that. And that's not it. I might even end now.
I think they've always dealt with that stuff pretty well because they have prioritized kind of friendship and fun. Like they've wanted
what
to
do I do? There's a
No, I'm saying like in the past, it's been a thing for them. Like they're always laughing. They're vibey. Like we've seen on the main stage, and like they'll get blown out by 200 and be laughing. I mean, think about the champs run. Like they literally were getting smoked. They're like laughing about playing Invasion. Like they've been able to like bury stuff like that. But yeah, it seems like right now, at least early in the year, it's more frustration than it is smiles.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
I'm getting team chat,
because that's
but
been their counter to it a lot of times. I think.
No, I think we saw that in between these maps, between map 3 and 4.